All set then for the second contest of the evening. First appearance of a couple of boxers from the Repton Club. Incidentally, we've got 5 clubs with 2 representatives this evening. Repton, of course, a famous club which has produced many champions down the years. Always the green and gold colours to look out for. Just a reminder that we're here in Colchester this evening. We're actually at the Charter Hall Leisure Complex. Colchester, of course, about 60 miles or so northeast of the City of London. It's the Eastern Counties hosting the ABA finals this year. And once all the formalities are complete, we'll be ready to go for the 51-kilo title. It's a packed arena, incidentally, every seat sold.
We move on to bout number 2, which is once again a national ABA Elite Championship final for 2011. This time at flyweight, under 51 kilograms. It's 3 3-minute rounds between and introducing, in the red corner, representing the Repton Boxing Club, Charlie Hoy. And in the blue corner, representing the St Paul's Amateur Boxing Club, Jason Cunningham. Hoy in the red, Cunningham in the blue. Your referee, Mr Paul Allen. This is a senior ABA final. It's 3 3-minute rounds.
Seconds out, first round.
So the waiting is over for 2 more boxers. I'm sure there's been butterflies in the build-up, but this is where they have to get down to business. Hoy, Charlie Hoy in the red corner, and Jason Cunningham from the St Paul's Club up in Kingston upon Hull on Humberside in the blue corner. So he's had a long journey here tonight, as have several of the other boxers, but it'll all be worthwhile if he goes home with an ABA title.
Contrasting styles here, Phil. You've got Hoy, quite a lot shorter than Cunningham, who's a southpaw. But Hoy trying to get underneath that guard. Kind of right to the body, left hook over the top.
Yeah, you can imagine looking at the stature that Hoy wants to get in nice and close, whereas Cunningham will try and keep his man at arm's length if he can.
Hoy's having good success early on here. He straight away nullified that advantage. Good shots from a good clean right hand through the guard there, Cunningham's.
Well, his next England junior, Charlie Hoy, looks to have started slightly the more confident of the 2. Long way to go, though.
Going that right hand. Being very clever here, Hoy, using great footwork. That's better from Cunningham. But again, as you said, Phil, the famous Repton Club have produced more finalists than any other club. And here we go again, got young Hoy to add to that list.
Cunningham just a little slow out the blocks, but he's maybe just growing into his boxing now.
He's now dictating from the centre of the ring. Hoy's having to work round him.
This a contest at 51 kilos, remember. See, Charlie Hoy looks at a powerful man for 51 kilos. Certainly anxiety from outside at the ring about Cunningham's slightly sluggish start, perhaps by comparison with Hoy, who's been really busy. Of course, you never know whether boxers might blow themselves out in the early stages, and Cunningham finishing the round well. Pretty good first round, I would say, for the Repton boxer, though.
I think he certainly edged it. You know, he started off brightly, but I feel young Jason Cunningham finished slightly better.
Only got stepping from on the back foot, isn't he, Jason?
I think, you see a bit of the action here, you can see where he finally settled down, and Cunningham is just had a bit of success, but again, it's the work rate of Hoy.
Yeah, Cunningham's dominating centre ring. Hoy's quite happy to concede that, but he's probably throwing something like a ratio of 3 punches to 1 at the moment in that first round. Not all of them necessarily scoring, but certainly the busier of the two.
You see Tony Burns there, the Repton Supremo.
Seconds out.
He'll be giving some great advice to Charlie Hoy.
So round 2, ABA final, 51 kilos. Charlie Hoy of Repton in the red corner. Jason Cunningham, formerly of Doncaster Plant Works, but now boxing out of the St Paul's Academy up in Hull.
Tony Burns getting told off by the referee there. Nice body shot there from Hoy. Hoy has to work so hard, I feel, because obviously Cunningham that much taller, and also being a southpaw, you know, he's really having to work to get his own shots off.
I was going to say, you can never choose your opponent in a final, but it's probably not the ideal opponent you would choose, is it? Somebody with a greater height advantage and I suppose a slightly less orthodox style, being that southpaws are generally outnumbered by those in the orthodox stance.
Again, you've got Hoy being the aggressor. Got caught going in now.
Well, I get the impression Hoy came into this final with a game plan and he's sticking to it, and it's maybe up to Cunningham to try and counter it, try and find some way of turning this contest so he fights his fight rather than Charlie Hoy's fight.
Yeah, I agree with that, Phil. And he's trying to stick to it. In all fair, you know, even when he's on the back foot, he's moving all the time, not setting.
A little bit better from Cunningham. Can't seem to mount a period of sustained pressure, though, the St Paul's man.
He shows a good little feint there, Hoy, to get inside. But again, it's the work rate of the Repton man, trying to force this contest. Cunningham there is cutting the ring down.
Cunningham has a bit of a pedigree, lost at the semi-final in last year's championships to the eventual champion Paul Butler from Vauxhall Motors. And he's been in a final before, beaten by James Allen in Sheffield, so this is not new territory for him. And he may just have to dig on those reserves of experience, and perhaps there's still time for him to turn things round. And maybe a suggestion that Charlie Hoy has perhaps shot his bolt early on. We will see. Approaching the end of the second.
Cunningham shows a really good defence. Showing good footwork now on the back foot. Again, good defence from him. No shots getting through there from Hoy. Good left hand there from Cunningham.
Yeah, definitely a better round this for Cunningham.
He's finishing the better. Obviously got nice silky southpaw skills. He's starting to use them, Phil.
Just see Hoy starting to breathe a bit more heavily now. He'll be glad to hear that bell. 3 more minutes to go.
He's having to work so hard though, Phil, you know, like I said, you know, he's having to nullify the height difference, plus being a southpaw, so
Charlie, come on.
He knows if he stays static, you're going to get picked off. So he's the one forcing the pace. But again, another excellent round.
Like I say, he's got plenty of experience in his corner. I'm sure he's getting a calming word in the ear, but as you say, he's having to be busy to try and find a way through Jason Cunningham.
You've got to go forward, otherwise you'll lose. Just go forward for 3 minutes.
We'll hear what's being said in the corner.
Sorry? 16-7. On your feet, you've got to go in front. He's tired anyway. Push there, he's tired, but you're...
Seconds out, third and final round.
So, second title of the night up for grabs. Charlie Hoy of Repton wearing the green and gold out of the red corner. Jason Cunningham in the white with red and blue detail from the St Paul's Club up on Humberside.
The Repton man certainly come out here firing his final round, Phil. But it's a St Paul's man. Good right hand there from Hoy.
Well, it is, I was going to say, Mickey, it is, of course, Friday the 13th tonight. It's going to be unlucky for some, but it can also be the making of some others. And this is perhaps a contest where the last round could decide it. Who knows? Just get the feeling the pendulum has swung Cunningham's way.
Yeah, it seems that way. But again, Hoy won't be denied. He's coming forward. Good left hand there from the St Paul's man. Oh, he was unlucky with a left uppercut there, but you see what he's just forcing himself, trying to get there. He's had to work so hard tonight. But again, the Repton man's pushing it and forcing it.
Well, he's had plenty of experience himself in the amateur ranks, Charlie Hoy. He's generally good against the taller men. He's had plenty of practice. Gonna have to call on those reserves now as we get into the business end of this bout.
Good left hand there from Cunningham.
Great encouragement ringside for Cunningham, who's certainly found his feet and clawed his way back into this contest.
Good clean shots there from Jason Cunningham getting through.
Well, I'm sure they've all been working really hard in the gym in the build-up to this, and this is where it counts. Toe-to-toe in the middle of the ring. A national title at stake.
Charlie Hoy still forcing the pace. Again, it's been another excellent contest.
Hoy is almost forcing himself forward now. Almost working on instinct.
The Repton man again, bulldozing forward. He's not allowed Cunningham to get off on that smart jab. He's got that southpaw jab. He's not Cunningham struggle getting off the game. Always worked so hard, but nice little left hand over the top from Cunningham.
Hoy trying to finish the contest as he started it, but Cunningham watching his man really carefully. Well, what a good contest. Warm applause from around the arena this evening. And as you'd expect, both men getting a good pat on the back from the opposite corners as well. It's hell for leather inside the ring. It's all good sports outside. Great respect for each other, these competitors. And another great contest, that one.
Ladies and gents, trophy presentations for this final to be made by Mr. John Ball, Chairman of the Referee and Judges Commission. John Ball, to the trophy table, please. Thank you. Once again, ladies and gents, your appreciation, please, for both our finalists. Thank you. And the result of bout number 2, the winner, an ABA Elite National Champion for 2011 with a score of 26 points to 13, Cunningham in the blue corner.
Well, a stronger finish. Won it for Jason Cunningham.
And your appreciation also, please, for our finalist from Repton, Mr. Charlie Hoy.
So Jason Cunningham follows in the illustrious footsteps of Charlie Magri, who lifted the 51 kilo title 3 times in a row between 1975 and 77. And he's our second champion to be crowned this evening. A night of champions, of course, 11 more contests still to come. Plenty of thrills and spills in store, no doubt. But a cracking start to this evening's encounters. In fact, looking down the list of former ABA champions, it doesn't matter what weight category you look, it really is a hall of fame, and topped perhaps by Sir Henry Cooper, 1952 and 1953 at 81 kilos. Sir Henry, of course, who died earlier this month and was fondly remembered just before the start of this evening's proceedings. A nice touch that from the ABA. Probably Britain's best known, best loved boxer, sadly no longer with us. But as ever, the story goes on, and the story tonight is who will be the next generation of ABA champions.
Taken, and we'll just have a quick word with the champion and then with his gallant beaten opponent. But how proud are you to be holding that trophy?
It's a dream come true. Honestly, I've worked so hard for this. Both gyms worked out brilliantly for me. Thanks to Mick and Paul, all to them. And yeah, just all hard work, discipline, dedication I put in, paid off.
Yeah, it's great to have the reward for all that hard work.
Definitely.
And he came back really strongly the 3rd round, didn't he? Let's see if we can bring him in, your opponent. Charlie, can you join us in here and we'll have a quick word. Very proudly wearing the colours of Repton, just wasn't quite good enough tonight.
No, I just found it really awkward, to be honest. And I've trained so hard for it, and that's all I could have done the best. That's it.
As I was saying, you came on real strong in the 3rd round. You put in a big effort, didn't you?
I found out the score after the 2nd round. I was 16-7 down, and I just tried to go for it and do my best to try and put it back.
You certainly did. So too did you, champ. So many congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well done to both boxers.